It was recently called a national scandal, but it's been brewing for years. Nowadays, Jo Hamilton cares for her elderly parents.
Here's your tea.
But it wasn't always that way.
You had your tablets, Dad?
4 years ago, Jo was managing the South Warnborough village shop, but she was also a convicted criminal, accused of stealing £36,000 from the post office counter she ran from the same premises. Jo denies taking a single penny. She says the losses were down to a problem with the post office computer system, Horizon.
I am furious about the whole thing, and I can't believe that I've had to go through what I had to go through when I now have a criminal record, and it's dreadful.
She's not alone. Each of these former sub-postmasters have faced demands from the post office for tens of thousands of pounds. They were either sacked, bankrupted, or like Jo, given a criminal conviction.
For some,
Jo's MP led a parliamentary campaign to help her and other sacked postmasters clear their names.
I would be astonished if she were a criminal. She seems to me to be a fine, honest woman doing her best in probably impossible circumstances.
With pressure from MPs and a growing number of sub-postmasters blaming Horizon for wrecking their lives, the Post Office agreed to set up an independent investigation.
It resulted in this report, which revealed that although there were no system-wide problems with Horizon, there had been serious glitches. The Post Office agreed to set up a mediation scheme, inviting postmasters to have their cases independently assessed.
150 sub-postmasters signed up to that scheme, but in the past few weeks, the MPs who once supported it described it in Parliament as a sham.
People's lives have been ruined. Decent, honest, hard-working people. And that is just not fair.
The Post Office wouldn't give us an interview, but told us that in the 2.5 years since inquiries began, there'd been no evidence showing problems with Horizon, which successfully processed thousands of transactions every day. The Post Office say they're committed to investigating the very small number of cases where people claim Horizon is at fault, and some of these are now resolved. They added there was no excuse for signing off accounts that were wrong, and doing so could destroy any audit trail.
The mediation scheme continues, and the investigators' final report into Horizon is due later this spring. Meanwhile, Jo and her fellow former sub-postmasters have engaged litigation lawyers to pursue their case.